Okay, welcome. Today you will need possibly 3 blocks, but some kind of towel or even like a sock or something like that. We're going to use the floor to do some sliding. Now, okay, namaste, hello. Welcome to a little breakdown practice for Hanumanasana, so your full splits. And this is a posture or a movement that I never thought that I could even do with my body. As a kid, I was not flexible, could not touch my toes. And the idea of a full Hanumanasana or a full leg split was just out of the question. Yeah. But in saying that, with incremental improvements, being unstoppable, where there is a will, there is a way, it just takes a bit of time and some serious mind-body connection to open the body in a really safe but strong way. In saying that, so today, 2 blocks, possibly 3. If you don't have 3, 2 blocks and a pillow, something like that. And we're going to also use either a tea towel, a kitchen towel, or some kind of sock. Yeah, so you need something that will slide against a hard floor. Okay, so carpet, not the best, but whatever you're working with, get a little bit creative. Boundaries create ingenuity, yeah? Alrighty, we're gonna get started in downward facing dog straight away. So feet hip width apart, hands shoulder width apart. Spread the fingers, spread the toes, and stretch really well. Breathe up and down the spine. Inhale, lift to the toes. Exhale, little bend in the knees. Okay, so your inner thighs, start to roll them back and extend the tailbone and the buttock bones up towards the ceiling. Yeah, so you're creating space in the back of the thigh. Keep that, so buttock bones lifting, back of the thighs broadening. Then exhale, bring the heels back down towards the ground. Squeeze the kneecaps up. 2 more like that. Inhale, lift to the toes, lift the buttock bones. Keep the hips lifted, but drop the heels down, squeeze the kneecaps up. Make the legs really strong. Yeah. Last time, inhale. Exhale. Good, lift your toes, bend the knees, step towards top of the mat. Feet hip width apart. Now, a little magic action here. Instead of toes slightly out, bring the toes slightly in, closer than the heels. Yeah, this just enables that internal rotation of the thighs, the broadening of the buttock bones. Heels out is really going to compromise the length available in the lower back. Okay, toes in, heels slightly out, little bend in the knees, lift the tailbone, yeah? Broaden through the buttock bone and sit bones, almost like a back bend. Breathe in, catch the ankles, keep the buttock bones up, exhale, squeeze the kneecaps, straighten the legs and pull. Again, inhale, bend, gaze forward, chest forward, exhale, squeeze the knees up, forward. Inhale, bend. Exhale, straighten. So when I say squeeze the knees, I mean make the kneecaps taut, toned, and all the little muscles around the thigh and the knee lift up towards the pelvis. Yeah. So leg is really strong, really toned. Last time, inhale, bend. And exhale, lift the kneecaps, tighten the thighs, stick the buttock bones up. Good, release. Heel toe feet together to touch. Take your 2 blocks underneath the shoulders. Feet together, right leg goes back, lunge. Bend deep into the front knee, hips go low, chest up, shoulders back. Exhale, straighten the legs, Flex the left foot, yeah, toes up, but ground through the back heel right leg. Inhale to bend, okay, hips go low. Exhale to straight. Continue with your breath. Inhaling forwards, exhaling back. And I want this real, like, lubricating movement in the pelvis and the hips. Every time you come forward, forget about stacking this knee. Don't worry about it, yeah? Send the knee over the toes, bring right hip towards the back of the left heel. So it's really strong, wah, opening through the front of the hip. Exhale, pull back, forwards, back. Forwards, good. Bend the knee, lower the back knee down, okay? Relax the back toes, hands to the back of the pelvis, fingertips point out, wrists, elbows squeeze towards each other. Press the pelvis down and forwards, yeah? Right hip towards the back of the left heel. Yeah. Breathe well. And just little pulses, yeah? So it's creating this spacious circulation in this right hip flexor, and for me, this is where I would always get stuck for Hanumanasana. Yeah. Little pressure with the hands, press the pelvis forward. And release, hands to the blocks, straighten the left leg. Okay? Now none of this, wiggle the heel forward, get the hip stacked directly over the back knee. Don't let the knee be weak. Suck the left kneecap up, extend the tailbone up towards the ceiling, so this tilting forward. Do you see this of the pelvis? Buttock bones lift up, belly button forward. Inhale, lengthen. Walk the hands, blocks forward, exhale, fold. Now not relax, really strong action. Roll the inner thighs back, tone the left knee, lift the left kneecap up. Extend the buttock bones towards the ceiling and stretch the lower back forward. Very nice. Rebend the front knee, step to the top of the mat, feet between the blocks. Halfway lift, inhale. Fold, let it go. Half lift, inhale. Left leg back, other side. Hands stay on the blocks, bend the front knee, hips go low, chest up, spine up, shoulders back. Exhale, straighten, flex, lift the toes. None of this, lift the toes, yeah. Inhale to bend. Exhale to straighten. Your breath, your rhythm. So not so much alignment or technique here, but really waking up all of the, do you feel it, like the little stabilizing muscles around the knees, the inner and outer thighs? And testing the range, how deep forwards, how far back, yeah? Front of your left hip, moving towards the back of the right heel. Yeah? For 3, 2, 1. Back knee down, relax the back toes, top of the foot on the mat. Send the hips forward, left hip towards the back of the right heel. Yeah? This action of drawing in and forwards. Hands to the back of the pelvis, fingertips face out, elbows in. Chest up, shoulders back. Oh. So even just as you lean back, left hip is pressured forwards. Now bring the outer left hip more to the front of the mat. Does that make sense? Outer left hip, turn, so pelvis is squaring. Right hip back, left hip forwards, little pulses. Breathe well. Yeah. And release. Hands to the blocks, straighten the front leg, lift the toes. Wiggle the heel slightly forward. Lower back will tend to round. We have very little movement or motion here if we're just sitting a lot all day. So arch the lower back. Think about a back bend. Tip front of the pelvis forward, lift through the buttock bones, and suck the right kneecap up. Make the right leg really strong. Chin forward, chest forward, inhale. Walk the blocks forward and fold. So with Hanumanasana, for the first time, there's this differentiation between discomfort and pain. Yeah. We want to stay in the discomfort, but have enough space for breath and calmness to activate the muscles that are necessary and relax what is not. When we transition towards pain, okay, we kind of lose control over the sensations. So just self-regulate in that regard. Very nice, bend the front knee, okay. Step, top of the mat, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Okay, step right leg all the way back. Lower the back knee down. This time heel toe, left foot to the right, left foot to the left side of the mat. Lizard lunge. Blocks underneath your chest. Tuck the back toes, lift the back knee up. Okay, some little actions here. Move the left knee forwards, but at the same time, extend the right thigh back. Do you feel that? Yeah. Inner left thigh forwards, inner right thigh back. Like you're playing tug of war with the legs. Okay, hug the inner thighs towards each other. Compact the outer hips in. Stretch. Extend through the spine, shoulders back, chest forward. Good. Inhale. If you can, elbows to the blocks, elbows to the mat, lower down. Okay? But keep this tug of war sensation between the legs, the strength of pulling the inner thighs together. Okay, don't let the back knee be lazy. Suck the right knee up. Hips go low, left knee forwards. And release. Back knee comes down. Move the hips. Move your blocks. Pigeon pose. Heel toe. Left foot over to the right. Tuck the back toes. Lower the back knee down. Now, shin bone parallel to the top edge of the mat, like 90 degrees. Yeah. If that is too compromising on the knee, bring the heel slightly closer. Yeah. Okay, right hip, again, towards the left heel. Come onto the fingertips, lift the chest. Okay, notice if the hips are kind of leaning out to the side. We really want this beautiful stack. Left hip back, right hip forwards. Extend the spine straight up. Good, last few breaths. Come down to the elbows, the blocks, or extend the arms forward. Stretch really well through the back leg. Good, come back. Tuck the back toes, downward dog, step back. Full stretch. Lift to the toes, bend the knees, step, top of the mat. Feet together, halfway lift. Exhale, catch the ankles and pull. Halfway lift, inhale. Hands down, left leg goes back. Lizard lunge, heel toe. Right foot to the right. Blocks underneath your hands. Now, if you need a little bit of movement, right, totally fine. But find that integrity of hugging the inner thighs towards center. Yeah. Right knee forwards, left thigh back. Tug of war with the legs. Breathe well. Option, elbows down, blocks or floor. Okay, pull the outer right hip back, stretch the left knee back, extend the heart forward. Good, back knee down, pull the hips back, pigeon pose, move the blocks, heel toe, right foot to the left. Okay, A little magic trick, right? Tuck the back toes, lift the back knee, and move the pelvis back. Yeah? Then relax the back leg. Oof. Fingertips, okay, extend the spine upwards. And for a moment, feel this squaring of the hips, the pelvis. Left hip moving towards right heel. Inhale. Exhale, come down. Elbows, blocks, or extend the arms forward. Good, lift the chest, downward dog, step back. Inhale, lift to the toes. Exhale, bend the knees, look forward, step. Top of the mat, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Good, catch the elbows, ragdoll. Just hang for a moment. But still feel this rolling of the inner thighs back and this lifting up of the kneecaps, this lifting up of the buttock bones and extending the lower back straight down towards the ground. Chin to the chest, soften the knees and roll up the spine. Come to stand. Okay, this next one is my all-time favorite exercise for Hanumanasana. It's a bit of fun. 2 blocks and a tea towel or put on socks. Yeah. So you need the towel or sock onto the hard edge of the mat, not the mat, the ground. Blocks go underneath the palms, feet together. Okay. And let's start, left leg goes back, lunge. Lower the back knee down, straighten the front leg, half Hanumanasana. Okay, this takes a bit of coordination. Wiggle forwards until your right heel is on the hard surface of the ground or on a tea towel. Move the blocks back underneath the shoulders, okay? And essentially all we do is inhale, move the hips forward, keep sucking up with this right knee, and draw the heel as far forward as the hips allow, and then using mostly the strength of the inner thighs, pull the hips back, half Hanumanasana, okay? So you have the blocks to kind of control the intensity, and if you need to come back up. Inhale, heel forward, hips forward and down. Exhale, pull back up, okay? Adjust the blocks, the height, wherever you need. Inhale, go low. Exhale, come back up. Yeah. We do 10 times. Inhale, exhale. As slow as you like, yeah? 10, or as fast. 9, 8, 7, 6, don't let the right knee be weak, yeah? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Go just off your maximum, so if you can go to the ground, pull back slightly and square the pelvis. Roll the outer left hip forwards, right hip back. Tuck the back toes and lift the back knee. Yeah? So extending the inner thighs away from each other, squaring the hips and lifting up and out of the lower back. Breathe well. Yeah. And keeping the back toe tucked, see just how far, bend the elbows, come down. Maybe little pulses. Yeah. And come back up, back knee down, knees together, sit back. Coming in and out of these poses, creative license of your choice, yeah? See how you go. Good, second side. Left foot steps between the hands or blocks, heel to the tea towel or heel to the ground, okay? If this feels incredibly uncomfortable or just straight up unavailable, incremental improvements are unstoppable. Just do your best, yeah? And again and again and again and again, you'll feel so free, So free. Okay, here we go. Inhale, left heel forwards. Ooh, one side will be grumpier than the other. Yeah. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Don't lose the left knee. Suck the left knee up. Right hip goes forward. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Pull back slightly from the maximum. Tuck the back toes. Lift the back knee up. And tug of war with the legs. Inner left thigh forwards. Inner right thigh back. But pull the left hip back and turn right outer hip forwards. Yeah, so we're not opening through an odd angle. Hips square to the front edge of the mat. Extend the spine up. Open the shoulders. Breathe well. Good. Bend the elbows, come down any amount. 3, 2, 1. Back knee down, pull back, sit back, release. Okay, that might be plenty for you. Otherwise, we go to a Hanumanasana hold, last pose. Blocks underneath the hands, step right foot between the palms like a lunge. Wiggle the left knee back, okay, and then straighten the front leg. So you're in this half Hanumanasana position once again. Now, if your hips don't quite touch the ground, take a block or a cushion, a bolster, a pillow, underneath the back of the right thigh. Yeah? Okay, here we go. Send the right heel forwards, tuck the back toes, lift the back knee, wiggle the left knee back. Okay. And see if you can get back of the right thigh, right hamstring, supported by the block. And go ahead and relax the back foot. So find a position that, look, it could be a little bit uncomfortable, yeah, but not painful. You can still control little micro actions. So that's what we're doing here. Suck the right thigh up, tighten the leg, and roll the outer left hip forwards. Right hip back, outer left hip forwards. Okay, extend through the inner left thigh towards the left heel. And as you lift the pelvic floor, fingertips to the heart, or arms up to the ceiling, full stretch. So this is strength. Strength and flexibility. Okay, don't let the right foot be lazy, articulate the toes. If you're feeling pretty comfortable, option to take the block away completely. Breath for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands down, pull back however you can. Bend the knee and sink back onto the heels. How you feeling? Yeah. Left leg forward. Wiggle the heel forward, pull back, Ardha Hanumanasana, half splits. Position the block underneath the back of the left hamstring or thigh. Wiggle the left heel forwards, tuck the back toes, move the right knee back, and come down. Any amount, any amount. Yeah, so self-regulate. I go through the discomfort, but I hold back from pain. Yeah? Because we want to establish really good habits with engaging the muscles, aligning the bones. And if we're too preoccupied with like, oh my gosh, get me out of here, get me out of here, get me out of here, we actually cannot apply those actions with a calm nervous system. Yeah. In other words, work smarter, not harder. Yeah. Relax the back foot, okay? Adjust your supportive block however you need. And once again, one side, it's always a little bit different. Square the pelvis, roll the outer right hip forwards, extend the legs away from each other. Okay, as you keep the legs firm, lift the pelvic floor, option hands to the heart, or arms up to the ceiling. Okay. Keep this squaring of the hips, right hip rolls forward, inner right thigh extends back. 5, 4, don't lose the knees, 3, stretch the legs, 2, 1. Hands down, pull back. Bend the knees and sit. Ooh. Good. Move the blocks. Okay. Sit the hips to one side, feet forward, flat to the ground. Windscreen wipers side to side. And we'll just finish with a really beautiful twist. Knees to the right. Turn the chest towards the back of your mat. And bring the forearms down to the ground. Okay, let the hips be soft, extend through the spine. Full breath. Change, other side. If you were to do this practice every odd day for the next 3 weeks, you will have so much opening, space, but also strength and control in the lower body. Yeah. Come back. Good. Stretch the legs, give them a shake. Tap the knees. Awesome. Thank you so much. I hope that that provided a little bit of light or space to your Hanumanasana. Like I said, repetition is all there is. Practice, practice, and all is coming. Thank you so much.